Hello, I am live. How is everyone tonight? Am I coming through loud and clear? Let me know. Let's see here. Hello. Yes, I am coming through loud and clear. How's everybody doing on this Saturday night? Hope you all are having a good Saturday night, a good weekend. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a good Easter. So let's see who's with me so far here. We've got JPJ. We've got JCVD. Hello. We've got Francis Chainsaw Grimp. Joe Reese. There's Steak Sauce. You love my man cave. Thank you, JPJ. There's Joey. Joey, how's it going, man? How are you doing? We've got Jilly. Hello. DJ, what's going on? Big Crack Rock. How's it going, man? How are you doing? My white balance is really wacky here. Hold on. There we go. Make it blue. Make me bluer. There's Sean McManus, Scatterbrain, Derek Gitzel. Hello. The Shape, S. Rose. Hello. Casey McMullen from Utah. What's up? How are you doing? Happy Easter to you. I will tell Jeremy what's up. There's Brandon Adamson, Alan Pedley, Camp Crystal Cabin 6. Hello. 4 scores and 7 beers ago. Nice. Joe Bob Tar Heel. How's it going? And my buddy Keith is here. How's it going, Keith? Captain Halloween. The Daily Ghost. What's up? Eric, what's up? How's Eric Perry doing tonight? Sean Sr., hello. Yeah, I heard. What happened to DMX? He had a heart attack. Is he okay? Last I heard, he was in he was on life support. Was it what I heard was a drug overdose, but let's see. Let's see what Twitter says. Twitter will always. Okay, so he is on life support after suffering a heart attack. Okay. His lawyer originally said the rapper was taken off life support and was breathing on his own, but that was not correct. He is still on life support. Well, following a reported drug overdose. Well, geez. We, wish a speedy recovery to DMX. How many masks do I have? If you're talking about Myers masks, I've got, oh, goodness gracious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 13. Lucky 13. But I recently put in an order for a new Myers mask from Cemetery Gate Productions. Unfortunately, his wait time is 6 months, but fortunately, that means the mask will be here sometime in October. So it'll be a Halloween season unboxing for a brand new Myers mask. So. There's Lauren. What's going on, Lauren? How are you doing? Which mask did I order? Oh, I can't say. I'll have to keep you in suspense for the next 6 months. It's not a warlock, though. It's not a warlock. Hey, Jess, how's it going? There's Dave. Dave Vanderhoff. What's up, man? It's my birthday in 2 days. I'll be 32. Do you think 32 is still young? Yeah. 32 is still young, especially to an old man like me. 32 is very young. but you're only as young or you're only as old as you feel. Um, some days I feel much older than I am, but mentally, I kind of stopped developing mentally at around 16, 17. So I'm still, 16, 17 in my head. So mentally and emotionally, I'm still 16 or 17. Any good Easter themed horror movies to watch tomorrow? The only one that comes to mind is Critters 2. But let's see. Let's look up Easter themed. I know there's others. I think there's a couple. There's at least one Trauma Easter horror movie. Let's see. Easter themed horror movies. Peter Rottentail, Serial Rabbit, Easter Bunny Kill Kill, Cottontail, Easter Bunny Bloodbath, Easter Casket, Beaster Day, Here Comes Peter Cotton Hell. So yeah, there's actually a lot more Easter. Bunnyman Massacre is another. These all sound awesome. These all sound really good. Beaster Day. The night before Easter. So yeah, there's some Easter horror. Should we watch any of the trailers for these Easter themed horror movies that sound just absolutely amazing? Yes, Peter Cotton Hell. Hey, happy Easter, Jamie. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hey, Joey, thank you for that $5 super chat, sir. I'm watching The Walking Dead right now. I'm on season 8. Do you like the show? I used to like with The Walking Dead, but I tuned out, I think, somewhere in the 6th season. I used to like it, but I don't know. It just it got very tedious to me. Like every season was pretty much exactly the same. And I just kind of grew bored with it. So, but appreciate the $5 super chat, Joey. Very kind of you. Let's watch some trailers. Okay. Let's watch some Easter horror movie trailers. Why not? I tell you, we're going to have some fun tonight. I do want to do a try not to laugh challenge. And then let's listen to some true, quote unquote, true paranormal horror stories. So this will be, that'll be fun. But let's find some Easter themed horror movie trailers. All right, let's look up Peter Cotton Hell. Oh, they've got the full movie on here. Okay. Oh my good lord. Let's watch. Oh lord. They've got the whole movie on here, but I can't find the trailer. So they've got the whole movie for Beaster Day. Here Comes Peter Cotton Hell, but they don't have the trailer. That's lovely. Okay, here we go. Never mind. I'm sorry. Here we go. Let me get my put my headset on so there's no echo. All right. Let me bring it up here. We are going to watch and react to the Peter Cotton Hell trailer. Hey, what's going on, Christian? How you doing, buddy? All right, Beaster Day. All right, here we go.
All right. One question at a time. You, the broad in the front. What's up? Mr. Mayor, what are you going to do about all the wild animal attacks that have been going on?
Wild animal attacks? More like wild rumors, man. It's just a few farm tool accidents, that's all.
Mr. Mayor, how does an electric brake put a body 20 feet into a tree?
Are you a physicist? Are you a physicist, man? It's just one of those science things, man, that nobody knows. It's like the last number of pi or how they get the stuffing in those Twinkies, man. It's just unanswerable.
Hold on. I think there may be some nudity in this trailer, so we won't progress. Yeah, yeah. I probably should pre-screen these before we watch them, but yeah, I do think there's some nudity in that one, so we'll just skip over that one. Beaster Day, Peter Cottontail. Oh, Jesus. The trailer, we could just watch the whole movie. It has 187,000 views. We got some reviews of it here. One review calls it fantastic crap. Okay. So yeah. Oh yeah, Christian, how did I saw your Blu-ray shelves collapsed, man. Everything should be situated this Tuesday. Okay. Oh man. That looked like quite a mess. Hey Manny, what's up? You're watching The Slayer. Cool. Braden Davis, hello, how are you? You had a molar yanked last week and got nothing from the Tooth Fairy. You know, it's tough times for everybody out there, even the Tooth Fairy. You know? This pandemic has been rough on everybody, including the Tooth Fairy. Piz, thoughts on Space Jam 2 trailer? I've not even seen the trailer. I've not seen it. I only made it through about half of the new Suicide Squad trailer. So I haven't even watched the entirety of the new Suicide Squad trailer. Kevin, you just got done watching Maximum Overdrive. Good movie. Good movie. Fun movie. Aaron, what's up, man? How are you doing? I saw the Clockwork Orange cameo in the Space Jam 2 trailer. They cut out Pepe Le Pew, but kept them. Oh, so they cut out Pepe Le Pew. Okay, well, yeah, I forgot Pepe Le Pew got canceled. I forgot about that. I mean, what's people got against skunks, you know? I mean, skunks are just another one of God's creatures. He can't help that he stinks, that he sprays stinky fluid in defense. I mean, that's the defense that nature gave him, you know? I mean, goodness gracious. People are just so unaccepting of others nowadays. It's sad. Oh, by the way, YouTube is possibly going to be removing the thumbs down button from videos in the future. What do you all think of that? Oh, and by the way, if you've not liked the stream, please do so. I would appreciate it. But yeah, the thumbs down button may be, or the dislike may be removed from videos in the future. The Shutter app is worth it, David, because I think it's only like what, $5, and I mean they've got a really good selection of movies on there. So I mean, it's worth it, definitely. Yes, Maximum Overdrive is the only movie that Stephen King directed, and he apparently refuses to talk about it. He hates it, which is unfortunate. Hey, Joshua, how are you? I'm watching Panic Room. Ah, Sean, very, very nice. Ethan, hello. What was on the menu for me and Jeremy tonight? Let's see. We got Sonic. We had some Sonic, and then we just kind of hung out and had a quiet Saturday evening, and that was about it. And of course, at 8 p.m. sharp, Jeremy is in bed. So, like clockwork. Peeps Pepsi? They make Peeps flavored Pepsi? Really? You know what's funny? I actually brought home some Peeps. They were birthday cake flavored Peeps for Jeremy and I to do a taste test of during we were going to do the mango Pepsi and then do the birthday cake Peeps. Well, the birthday cake Peeps disappeared. I thought Jeremy wouldn't touch those, and that even if he took, I thought he would gag on the Peeps. The Peeps disappeared. And I was looking around for them, like, what happened to these Peeps? I just left them kind of laying out and they disappeared. And I said, Jeremy, where'd the Peeps go? And he went, no. And I looked in the garbage can and there was the wrapper. He'd eaten all of the Peeps, birthday cake flavored Peeps. I never thought he would. He surprised me there. He still surprises me every now and again. So yeah, he ate all the birthday. There were only like it was a small pack, but he ate them all. I couldn't believe it. Hey Dan, how's it going? How are you? Hey, there's Dan Shine. What's up, Dan? How's it going? Are we going to be watching any Easter themed horror this month? Yeah, we should have done a Critters 2 live commentary. But well, maybe we could do that tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I don't know, it depends. I'm sure Jeremy will be up for it. He's up for just about anything. Hey, there's Timothy Melican. How's it going, man? Finally watched Edge of the Axe last week. Thanks to your review of the Blu-ray. I loved it. No idea how I missed that one. Ah, very cool, man. By the way, Timothy is the director of the upcoming horror anthology Seasons, which stars Eric Freeman, Lisa Wilcox, Reggie Bannister, the late Cleve Hall. And he is currently doing some fan funding for that one. I've shared the link on Twitter and on Facebook. So if you follow me on Twitter and Facebook, definitely go check out that link. There's a trailer for the actually, let's watch the trailer right now. Let's watch the trailer right now. Hey, 80s horror fan, thank you for the $15 super chat. Hey, Mr. Pizowell, I know you don't know me, but if Christian Hannah Horror jumps in the stream, I have a question for him. Apparently he can't jump in, is what he says. Christian's probably he's probably putting those shelves back together. But I appreciate the $15 super chat, man. Very, very kind of you. So let's see. Let's see if we can find the Seasons trailer here on YouTube. We'll go to the All right, let's just go to the IGG page. All right, so this looks like a really fun movie. Eric actually let me read his parts, the script for his parts of Seasons, and it's going to be really freaking cool. So let's share this and let's check out the Seasons trailer. All right, here we go.
When a winter's wind sends a chill through your bones.
Yes, we will have the entire house to ourselves.
Or the terrific fright that overpowers you on All Hallows Eve.
Well, it is Halloween, isn't it? Yeah. Then we're going fucking trick-or-treating then.
Hey, Jack, what are you doing up there?
We're getting ready to go trick-or-treating.
What are you guys masturbating together or something?
The holiday cheer dies tonight.
Callie, Officer Frisk would like to know what happens when a countdown reaches 0.
He's coming back for me. He said he would come back for me.
Oh, fuck! Oh, God! What the fuck is this? Go away!
It will only last but a moment.
Seasons.
All right, cool. Let's see. I'll share the link here. For the Indiegogo campaign, if you guys want to go over and check it out, I'll put it in the chat. Hey, Scary Jerry, how are you doing? All right, there we go. It is in the chat now. Hey, Nico, what's up, man? How are you doing? Thank you for the $5 super chat. The Piz is in the house. Hope all are well. An all 80s weekend at my place in progress. Hellraiser, House, and Angel. Jeez, that's quite a that's quite a weekend, man. Very cool. Hope you're doing well, Nico. Appreciate that, sir. You got Deadly Manor. You got the Deadly Manor Blu-ray. I was right in my review of it 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Edge of the Axe was pretty cool. I also picked up the Blu-ray of it after Pizowell's review. Oh, cool, Kevin. Glad you liked it. Yes, R.I.P. Cleve. Yeah, man. Jeez. Jamie says she's ready for a bedtime story. I bet you're ready for Eric Freeman to read you a bedtime story. Am I right? Especially if it's Eric Freeman reading it. I heard something about Warner. Warner Shop is closing down. Does that include Warner Archive? So, I mean, are all the movies that are just available via Warner Archive going to be like out of print now? Is that what's going on here? Because I did hear that like the Warner Brothers shop is closing down. Hey, JS, how you doing, man? That'd be a real shame because there's some good movies that are just available on Warner Archive. Hey, Brandon, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. The most money you've spent on a collectible. Ooh, jeez. Oh, man. I don't want to say exactly how much I spent because I don't really recall, but I did get the you can see it back there between my two on the top shelf there between those two Halloween 1 masks. It's the Night He Came Home NECA set. It's long out of print, but it was kind of one of my it was something I'd kept my eye out for a very, very long time. And the seller was actually selling it and the gosh, what's it called? Hold on. The Cult Classics Michael Myers figure with him in the sheet. That's also a NECA. It's been long out of print. It's very, very expensive online. Those were kind of grail pieces that I've had my eye out for a very, very long time. And then a collector in a Facebook group was selling both of them together. And the price was just, I mean, it wasn't cheap, but the price was right. And I couldn't say no. So, yeah. And then when I got the Night He Came Home, I discovered that it's actually signed by Don Shanks. So, yeah. Warner Archive will be out of print, apparently. That sucks, man. That really sucks. Hey, Riordan, how are you? What are your thoughts on the Sylvester Stallone film I See You? Oh, man. It's been a while since I've seen I See You. I know Jim Gillespie of I Know What You Did Last Summer fame directed it. If I recall correctly, there were a lot of production issues with that one. I really don't remember very much about it. I remember thinking that it was okay, messy, but okay, I guess. It's been probably it's been over 10 years since I last saw that movie. So my memory of it is not very fresh, unfortunately. But yeah, that really sucks about Warner Archive. Because I mean, Killer Party is a Warner Archive exclusive. Night School is a Warner Archive exclusive. Night School's not a bad. Not a bad slasher movie, but I really like Killer Party. So I don't know, maybe hopefully Killer Party will make the jump to Blu-ray. If they're shutting down the Warner Archive side, I don't know, maybe it'll make the jump to Blu-ray. I think the Salem's Lot sequel that Larry Cohen supposedly directed is a Warner Archive exclusive too. Yeah, Return to Salem's Lot is a Warner Archive exclusive, yeah. That kind of sucks. Oh, okay. So the archive remains alive. So they'll still be, those will still be available somewhere. They'll keep selling them on eBay or on Amazon. I'm sorry. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Good. Okay. So they'll still be available like on Amazon. That's good. That's good. Still, we need a Killer Party Blu-ray. Digital Bits did a good detailed write-up about the closing of Warner Shop. Apparently Warner Archive has a special section on Amazon now. Okay, cool. So they will still be around. Good. The Warner Archive Amazon page is just selling inventory. If you want something from them that's listed, buy it now. Oh, there's Retro Cat Gibbs. What's up, man? How you doing? Let's have a look at Warner Archives Amazon thingamajig. Let's see, what do they have here? Why am I not seeing their... All right, I'm just going to look up Warner Archive. Okay. They've got a few Blu-rays on here, a lot of older movies. Let's see. There's Killer Party, Time After Time, Looker, Year of the Dragon with Mickey Rourke. Am I getting 88 Films Urban Legend box set? I don't know. How much is that? That's right. TCM3 is a Warner Archive. Yeah, that's right. And that one actually made the jump to Blu-ray, I believe. Yeah, that one's on Blu-ray, Warner Archive Blu-ray. Favorite horror movie would be Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But Friday the 13th is right up there too. Oh, that's right. The Hidden. That was a Warner Archive title. Yep. Yep, you are correct. Favorite Halloween intro? Part 4. Jeremy's asleep. He goes to sleep every night at 8 p.m. sharp, without fail. 80s horror fan. Thank you. Mr. Pizowell, I heard a rumor Christian would open a table at Halloween conventions, charge $10 an autograph, acting as Bucky from Halloween 4, wearing his hard hat. Shameful. That would be absolutely shameful. That'd be shameful of Christian. That's something I could see him doing, though. I wonder if the guy who played Bucky is still alive. That dude could be making a killing at conventions. Let's look him up here. Let's see if he's still alive. I know he was also like he was something else in the movie too. His nickname was Bucky, or his real name was Bucky. I don't know. Why has he not got a credit on IMDb? Absolutely ridiculous. There used to be a website just dedicated to Bucky. It was called Bucky's Power Plant. And wow, that's dedication. Portrayed by Harlow Marks. That's the guy's name. Let's see if Mr. Marks is still with us. Harlow Marks. Oh, he passed away in 2008. That sucks. Darn it. See, I don't know if Christian could pull off the Bucky mustache. I don't know if he, that stash is pretty sexy. Believe in the hype. You finally got a region-free Blu-ray player. Nice. You got the one I have? Okay, good. That's a good one. That's a good one. I've had that region free player for many, many years. Never had an issue with it. So favorite Halloween movie? I love Halloween 2. The original Halloween 2. I don't think it's as good as Halloween, but I watch it more than the original Halloween. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. There's a I forget what it's called, but there's a cut. It's like a fan cut of Halloween on Blu-ray where they cut together Halloween and Halloween 2. And like Halloween 2 has all the TV footage cut back into it too. So that'd be a pretty long watch with all that footage cut back into it. I'd think. It's $30 in the UK. I wonder if it's on Amazon UK because I've actually got some I've got an Amazon UK gift card. So let's see if it's on Amazon UK. I don't see it on Amazon side. It must be a 88 Films like exclusive or something. There's a box set on here, but I don't think it's that box set. No, this is a DVD box set. I've never has anybody seen the third Urban Legend? Because I like the first Urban Legend a lot, and I think Urban Legend 2 is actually pretty good too. But I've not been able to bring myself to watch what's it called? Bloody Mary, Urban Legend 3, Bloody Mary. Looker is a really cool watch, 1981. Actually tonight I just watched Toys Are Not for Children. It was a Patreon request, and I'm still trying to process that one. That is a if anybody's seen Toys Are Not for Children, you know what I'm talking about. You know, Jam Man, I was talking about you my last stream because people were asking me about paranormal encounters or paranormal stories, and I don't really have any, but I know that that you've told some or you've relayed some to me. So you may need to hop on here and tell us some paranormal stories. Yeah, that's actually, I'm surprised they didn't, Anthony. I mean, Halloween 2018 basically referenced just about every other movie that they retconned. Why not throw in like, you know, Bucky's Electronics or, you know, Bucky's computer repair or, you know what I mean? Something like that. You know, I've had these beers here the whole time and I've completely like not even paid attention to them. Hey Brian, how's it going? Brian's reviews, how's it going? River, you dig the flannel? It's a little chilly tonight here in Kentucky, so I had to dig out a flannel. Let me catch up with the chat here. I'm sorry. What did I think of the Spiral trailer? I actually, the newer one I've actually not seen. Maybe we can watch that here in just a minute. Do you think they will ever release Friday Night 2 on 4K? I certainly hope so, Joshua. Michael Felsher was on a Dead Pit live stream a little while ago. And I asked, is that ever going to happen? And he said that we're closer now to a Friday Night 2 Blu-ray than we ever have been in the past. But of course, pandemic and all that crap. So I'm still hopeful. I really hope one of Vinegar Syndrome's mystery titles is Friday Night 2. I think Friday Night 2 is going to be more of a, if it happens, it's going to be more of a Vestron collector's edition. But I think Vinegar Syndrome would probably, I don't know. Vinegar Syndrome might give it the 4K. I don't know if Vestron Collector's Series would. Vestron Collector's Series may have more extras on it. But Vinegar Syndrome would give us that 4K probably. I liked Bloody Mary Piz. You should check it out. I saw Urban Legend 3 and it's mediocre. Okay. No, apparently Godzilla versus Kong is doing very well at the box office here in the US, which is good to hear. Let's go to Box Office Mojo. Godzilla versus Kong has so far made 11.6 million. And it's made 122 million overseas. So I know it's available at some of my local theaters, but I watched it just, I streamed it. So I have to put on my makeup to come on. Well, slap on that makeup and get ready. Come on. We want to hear some paranormal. We want to hear some real paranormal stories. Will I ever do more franchise rankings? I might. The obvious one I think would probably be Nightmare on Elm Street. To do like a Hellraiser one, I'd have to go back and rewatch some of those, and oh god, I do not want to rewatch Hell World and Hellseeker and Hellspawn and Hellstink and Hell and Hellraiser Hell. Hellraiser Hell was the worst of the lot. Oh. Favorite mask out of my collection would be my Blood Tears Warlock. I don't know who Haunt Former is. Is Hell a real title? I'm sure if they continued on, it would have been eventually. Yeah. I do like the first 5 Hellraisers though. But then beyond that, well, and I liked Hellraiser Judgment, but all the ones, I don't even remember what all of them are called. I know there's Hellseeker, there's Hell World, there's I don't even remember all of their names. Let's look them up here. Oh Lord. Let's see. Inferno. I like Inferno. Hellseeker, Deader, Hell World, Revelations was, oh God, Revelations. Jeez. But yeah, Hellseeker, I don't remember a thing about Hellseeker except Ashley Lawrence was in that one. I don't remember a thing about Hellworld, and I completely forgot that Henry Cavill was in that movie. completely forgot. I totally blanked that one out. I don't remember very much about Deader, other than Deader was turned into a Hellraiser movie. It was based on an unproduced screenplay that had gotten a lot of attention. It was like called one of the best unproduced screenplays in Hollywood. And then they turned it into Hellraiser Deader. I mean, it's like, hey, we've got this great screenplay here. Do you want to make it? Let's just turn it into a direct-to-video Hellraiser movie that we'll shoot in Budapest for $20. That works. That works for me. Leprechaun films, Puppet Master films. Oh man, I've not watched any Puppet Master movies in forever. I really would have to go back and rewatch all of those because I've not watched any Puppet Master movies in years. Yeah, I guess I kind of have taken a break from making masks. I've just actually I made one I painted one last month, I think sometime, or I guess maybe the month before actually. That was the last one I'd painted. But I have been thinking about getting some ordering up some new blanks and getting back into it. Because it's fun and it's peaceful. It's kind of it's fun. And I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's like I don't know, it's very calming. Hellraiser Judgment was good. JS, you should give Judgment a watch. I really enjoyed it. Hello, Mary Lou, Hellraiser 10. Can you imagine Mary Lou versus Pinhead? Or Pinhead and Mary Lou, like they hook up? Man, that'd be hot. Nico, you like Deader? I don't remember a thing about it, really. I know Kari, and isn't, no, Lance Henriksen's in Hellworld. I think. Sting of the Scorpion, what's up? How are you doing? I want to know why they're shooting Texas Chainsaw Massacre in Bulgaria. That's a good question. I mean, the answer is because it's cheap to shoot there, I'm sure. But yeah, can Bulgaria double for Texas? I've never been to Bulgaria. I've been to Texas. But I don't know. I'm doing good, Sting. Hope you're well. Hunt down a copy of The Similators from 2015. It's a tribute to Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, but with an amazing visual style that's unlike anything else and some very bizarre ideas. Okay, cool. I actually just got this came in just the other day, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Full Circle with Mia Farrow and Keir Dullea. Most nightmares end at daybreak. This one was just beginning. Ooh. So you're looking forward to that. And the zombie flick that you sent, it came today, but I've not, or it came yesterday. I don't remember, but I picked it up from the post office today. So. No, I did not watch the new Creep Show episode. I have not watched the new Creep Show episode. I need to. But yeah, Old Man Leatherface. I actually did a script read through of Leprechaun last month, and with the writer of the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He wasn't he was very tight-lipped about things though. Oh, Jan Man, where would you like me to send you the link? Let me send it to you on Instagram. I know I'm following you on Instagram. Is that you that has missed that? All right. Thought maybe that was you that had messaged me. All right, there you are. All right, Jan Man. I'll send you the link here on Instagram. All right, so Jan Man's going to jump on here and tell us some real life, true stories of the paranormal that he's encountered. Brandon, you've got a Michelob Ultra. Very nice. Cheers to you. Haunt Former has a good mask collection. You should check him out. Okay. I've not seen Zombie Ninja 1992. No. So has the new season of Creepshow premiered? I mean, that would make sense why they've showed the first episode. What day of the week is it airing on? Oh, by the way, check this out. I picked up Gary Bratner's The Howling, The Howling 2, and The Howling 3. So, part 2 and part 3 are the movies are not adapted from the novels. The novels do their own thing. And really The Howling is not the movie is not really an adaptation of this novel, just a little bit. And then part 4, they kind of readapted it for part 4, but kind of loosely also. But I don't know. I've been on like a Howling kick here lately, and I found all of these on eBay really cheap, and so I couldn't pass them up. But and I thought, at some point during a live stream in the future, maybe we could read some excerpts from the Howling novels. You've got the first Howling novel, Sting of the Scorpion. The first Bradner novel is a fun read. The other two, well, they're better than the movies. I don't know about that. Howling 2 and Howling 3, the Marsupials, are both pretty freaking great. Pretty freaking great. I do not have the Predator 2 novelization, no. I have been searching YouTube. I have been searching eBay for obscure movie novelizations, and I was this close to getting the novelization for Final Exam, the early 80s slasher movie. That there was a novelization for Final Exam, and I got outbid at the very last second. So sucks. And actually the Howling 1, this is like the British release, because it's got they wanted 85 pence for it back in the day. So How much is 85 pence? Genius marketing work on this stream, dude. Really? That weird thumbnail of me with tinfoil hat. Actually, I did that for my review of Godzilla versus Kong, and then I was like, I've got to get some mileage out of this little image. So you read the first Howling book, Jamie? Cool. I don't know. I'm fascinated with the Howling movies. I'm fascinated with them. I'd like to get at some point Philippe Mora to come on the channel. He's done a lot more than just Howling 2 and 3, but you know, to pick his brain about those movies would be awesome. And I'd love to get oh gosh, what's the guy's name? Clive Turner. I'd love to get him and talk about the sequels that he was involved in. But apparently that guy, he after New Moon Rising, and he also wrote the Lawnmower Man sequel. After those two movies, he went back to Australia and no one's ever heard from him since. So I would like to find him. About 50 cents. Okay, so that book was 50 cents back in the day when it first came out. I believe that was published in 78 too. So I mean, I think the novel let's see. The novel was published in 78. So I don't know when this edition was published, but it's pretty old. All right, Joe, take care, man. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Drum Smash. What's up, buddy? You love the Howling? I do too. Besides the reviews that you have up now, is there anything new that you've seen that you like? Oh, good question, Dan. Oh, I see Jan Man's joined. He's in the green room. Let's see. I really liked anything for Jackson, which is on Shudder right now. I really liked Saint Maud. I really liked The Empty Man. All of these I'd planned on reviewing. I just didn't quite get around to them. And I don't like to do spoilery stuff. And so, like, when I was kind of breaking down like a Saint Maud review, I was like, okay, so this is going to be like a 2-minute video. I don't want to get into spoilers or anything like that. But Saint Maud, The Empty Man, The Dark and the Wicked, I absolutely loved. That was my favorite movie of last year. Anything newer than that? I don't. Not that I can think of. Not that I can think of. Hey, Haunted Halloween, what's up? Your most prized novelization is Magnum Force and the early Jodie Foster film Foxes. Very cool. Jan Man, what's going on, buddy?
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing, man?
I am doing.
You're doing? Okay, cool.
I put on my sexy shirt for you. Can you see me?
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I knew that would excite you.
I definitely like it. So hold on. I'm going to turn the light out here so we can add some ambiance. All right. So the last time I streamed, I had a bunch of people ask me if I had any kind of paranormal experiences, if I'd encountered any kind of ghostly phenomena or anything to that extent. And I was like, no, I haven't. And I was thinking, oh man, I wish Jan Man we're on. And I was like, Jam Man, if you're watching, let me know, because I know you've shared some stories with me that were pretty freaky. So take us back to the beginning, man. When did this phenomena first begin?
Well, I think freaky is kind of subjective, really, as to what your experience is with it, and just your background with it, and what you believe and what you don't believe. I think all that stuff kind of plays a factor into how freaky things are. But for me, it really comes from my mother, to be honest. My mother, I don't know to what degree, and I haven't had a conversation about this subject with her in a long time. I probably need to at some point, just for my own better understanding. But it's been a long time. But my mother, and I don't know what her current standing is with this, because like I said, it's been a long time. But years and years ago, my mother, how do I say this? She's on the spectrum of some psychic ability.
Okay.
So most anything that's occurred to me or involving whatever word you want to use to describe it, paranormal, spiritual, anything like that, it's almost not exclusively, but almost involving her. I think that, there are a lot of frauds out there that say they can do this or that. But I think once you get one that can tell you something and can bring you into an experience that you've never experienced before, or that you're talking to someone and they know things that they couldn't possibly know about you or your life or your history, or things that come true in the future. Once you get a hold of something like that, a person and those experiences therein, it's hard to then be a skeptic, because unless you just doubt what you're seeing and experiencing for whatever reason. I know there are people that do that too. Like, I mean, there are people that a ghost, could come right in front of them and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever they're going to say. And they will force themselves not to believe it. Oh, that's just my mind or whatever. But so anything I've basically experienced comes from my mother, and I don't even remember the first instance of it. I don't know. I'm not too clear on my memory as to the beginnings, but it may have been, just seeing my mom like read someone or tell people things, and even then as a kid, I was like, I was confused. Actually, I was like, what's happening? I didn't understand. I doubted it. Wasn't until I was older that I started to be like, okay, there's something to this.
What were some of the experiences that you had?
Let's see. There have been a number of them, and there hasn't been any in many years now. But the very last instance of anything along those lines that I've experienced was when I was living with her, which would have been in 2000. The last year would have been 2005. That would have been the last time that I was living with her. And the cliche, my mother lived in an old house. And, we weren't aware of anything that had happened in that house or anything like that. But I will preface this with saying that, going back to my mom, and I think that's why it's important that I say that, is because a lot of things have happened in and around surrounding her. And because of something that she has, I think it seems to be, looking into this stuff myself, it seems to be with someone who's genuinely got, I don't know what to call it, like some ability or some force, attraction. I don't know what it is, but I don't really have that per se. I think I have good intuition, but that's different from what's going on with her, you know. But I think, you know, I wonder if my mom weren't in that house, if anything would have ever happened at all. Because I was living with her and my stepfather, and I wonder if it was just the two of us, my stepfather and I, if anything would have ever happened. Because my mom seems to be like this magnet or hotspot or whatever you want to call it. But that was the last time during that 2005 time, and it's really interesting because I've had some what I would call scary experiences, but but this wasn't. It never was, and this was ongoing. It was ongoing for years in that house. But the way that it occurred, whatever was happening there, if there was some intellectual or you know, some sort of actual being or whatever you want to call it, but there was intellect behind it. It's almost like we were being conditioned for it. That's what it was almost like, because things started really small. I'm trying to think, I mean, really, really small to where we didn't even think nothing of it. You know, it would be like, I was in college. That's when I was living with them at the time, and I started college a little later in life. But so I went to college, and so I moved with them, and I was going to college locally. And so I remember having books, you know, because back then it was books. Everybody didn't have their own device and stuff like it is now, and students have their devices everywhere and use them. But we had books, and so I remember early on, one of the things that occurred early was, and I mean, it caused a little bit of friction between us because, you know, I would need those books. I was real studious and wanted my grades to go where I was going to go at the time. And all of a sudden, you know, I remember putting a book somewhere, and all of a sudden it'd be gone. And I'd be like, you know, I go blame my mother. Like, Mom, where's that book? I know you moved it, because she's a real hyper cleaner. She cleans stuff and behind me, drive me nuts sometimes, because I'd be doing something and she'd come up cleaning behind me. And so I just thought, I was like, she doesn't move my books. You know, she's cleaning behind me. She's moving my books. I'm like, Mom, what'd you do with my books now? And she's like, I didn't touch them. And she'd say stuff like that to me before, and I knew she was cleaning behind me. I'd be like, no, Mom, tell me where my books are. I got to have my books right now. And but she's like, I'm telling you, I don't have your books. And it just kept happening. Like, and then I'd find them like on top of the refrigerator or somewhere. My mom can't even reach the top of the refrigerator. Mom's real short. You know, and it's just stuff like that, where things would be moved around, and then she started blaming me for stuff. And I'm like, well, you're, you know, I thought my mom's losing her mind at that point. Like, I'm not touching your stuff. Why would I have your earrings? You know, stuff like this. And, you know, I thought it was Mom just being an annoying mom, you know, but it started to build with stuff like that. And then it would go on to things where people would get freaked out. And then there were other things too, like, you know, all of a sudden we'd smell something, or, you know, we'd feel like a wind or something, you know. It was just kind of like stuff like, you still dismiss it, you know. It would just be like, oh, it's just a funky smell. You know, in hindsight, given what came after, it's got to be all connected. I know it is. But then it would escalate. It's just slowly escalating. And then the next thing would be like a door would slam. You know, there's no way it could slam. The door would slam. You know, my mom's into antiques and stuff, and she prides herself on decorating her house with like antique stuff. And she had these chandelier, like the stereotype of like in the house, a chandelier, but it would move. It would just start moving, you know. And then it would just escalate. And then things started happening where, you know, it just slowly, it was like I said, it was almost like we were being conditioned, because it just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And then then it would go to, but even those things, you're still kind of on that, like, this is BS, this is skeptic, you know, you're still on that spectrum of doubting it. And then all of a sudden we would have doorbells ringing in middle of the night, you know, and that started to like spook us out, but not because of like some spirit or ghost or what have you. it would just be like, oh crap, somebody's screwing with us outside. I mean, do we need to call the cops, kind of thing? And it just kept happening. It would keep happening over and over again. And then all of a sudden, things like jewelry out of nowhere, old jewelry too, would drop, because we were in a 2-story house, and it would just all of a sudden it would just drop out of nowhere like thin air. Just come from nowhere. And and then we could get a little like, what the hell, what is this? And it just started to build and build and build. And then whatever was happening, it would happen when people came over at this point. Like, it got to a point, it was like built with us, but other people would come over and they weren't accustomed to this stuff. Right. And so to them, they got scared. They were like, oh, like, cause they would, some of this stuff would occur to them, and for us, nothing, we built like I said, got accustomed to it. We almost like expected it, and people would come over and they would get freaked out. There were people that didn't want to come over anymore because of this kind of stuff. But then other things started happening, like when we started to see something move. And then I remember I gave my mom this birthday present. It was this little stuffed cat that looked like the cat we had at the time. And almost like clockwork, it got to where I just expected it. It would be like clockwork, where I would open the door, whether it was later in the night after they went to bed or in the morning, and that cat from another room would be in the crevice of my door, like every night almost, and then it just kept going. Where we would, like I said, we see things move like right in front of us. I mean, like out of the movies,
So the phenomena only, did you notice the phenomena at any other time with your mother, or do you think the house was sort of part of it?
Well, that's why I said that earlier, I'm wondering, how much of that
anything you overlooked, or you just kind of, well, that couldn't have been, and you wrote it off.
Well, I mean, like I said, things had happened prior to moving in that house, other things. And that's why I said, I don't know how much of that was, I don't know if any of that would have happened if my mother wasn't in that house. I really don't, because like I said, everything I've experienced prior to that, when I was even younger, was through her. Basically, she was involved in some kind of way.
Right.
And
but the stuff in this house with your stepdad, that was the stuff that's the stuff that was, is that the, I don't know, what would you say? There was something about the house too. Do you think the house was?
I don't know. I have no idea. My mom and stepfather, they started to look into the history of it to see if something had happened there. But they didn't find anything of any wrongdoing or somebody dying in the house, or, I mean, this is an 1800s house too. It was older.
Yeah. Was any of the phenomena, you think, directed at you specifically?
Well, there were things that became directed at each of us individually over time. Like that cat moving into the door. Somebody that whatever it was, that energy, it knew about that cat. It knew what it was. It knew to put it there. I mean, there was an intelligence here. It was a working intelligence. There was a moment when, and this pissed my mother off, and my mom believes she can speak to him, this pissed my mother off, but my mom had just painted her house in the interior. And I can tell you, this is something my mother is not doing, because there were times where I was like, my mom's just doing some of this, like she's, but then it got to points where I was like, okay, I'm convinced, this is because this is not my mom. This is not, I know it's not my stepdad, but this is when all doubt went out the window that it was my mother, because they had just spent, I don't know how much money to paint the inside of that house. And then one night, this is way into this process. But words started to be carved into the wall. And one was my name. And then the other one was play, Play. And then the other one, there was a third one. It was my name, the word play. I can't remember the third one. It was either something like, it may have been my cat's name or something. I can't remember the third one, but there were those. I remember those other two, and I remember, I think what happened the first time, it freaked my mom out even a little bit, and then, but then when they did it again, my mother basically said, "This has to stop. I do not want to see this again." She's like talking to whatever, and then it didn't happen again. So,
what was the words, the names and stuff? What did it look like? Was it crudely carved, or what did it?
It's hard to say. You could read it plainly. It wasn't like, oh, what does that say? It was plain as day what it was, but it's hard to say, like, who would have written it or whatever. That's hard to say. I don't know if I have no idea whether, if we're talking about a ghost or something, I have no idea if it was a child, if it was multiple ones. I don't know. It seemed very playful. This, whatever it is, it seemed very playful, and unafraid. I would say very comfortable with us. Like I said, they felt like it almost, like I said, conditioned us to its existence. Because for me, I can only speak for me and probably my stepdad too. But, if some of that's later stuff that happened that I'm talking about now, if it happened at the beginning, we probably would have moved out of there.
Right.
We don't, and people could think we were crazy. We probably wouldn't tell people why we were moving out, because people are going to think you're crazy when you're talking about this kind of stuff. Some people. But like I said in the beginning, when you see the stuff, I imagine you can't, either you're just going to convince yourself that you're crazy, or you're going to be like, okay, I'm seeing this, like this is a real thing. And I fully understand why anybody would be skeptical who's never experienced any of this stuff. I would be too,
But you never saw like an apparition or anything like that?
Nothing. I have not. My mom says she has, but
Is your mother still with us?
Yeah.
Does she claim that she still sees stuff?
That's why I said, I told you earlier too, like I have not spoken to her about this stuff. Well, they moved out of the house, so they're not there anymore. Mm-hmm. So, but in terms of like what she's experienced or anything, I haven't spoken to her about. I don't think she's really. My mom's nowadays, she's pretty to herself. So, her and her husband. So, but they don't live in that house anymore. So they're in a different place, and she hasn't said anything's been going on there. That's a newer house, but yeah, I would be completely skeptical until, like, if nothing of this stuff had ever happened to me, I could watch ghost movies or whatever and go along with it, suspension of disbelief or whatever. But, for back then to say I believe in that stuff, if with none of that happening, I would say, no, I don't believe in that. But then when it's, when it's right there in front of you, and it's, the only thing I've ever experienced without my mother has been like some real deep intuition that, like, I just knew something, like I just knew it. Like how was I supposed to know that? But I just knew it. And also like dreams that came true like very quickly after. I've had those two things, which are a little bit, when they happened to me, they were a little surreal, but nothing to what my mother says that she's experienced. And, I think a lot of people experience the level that I have, but if she hasn't been in my life, I don't think I would have experienced hardly anything, That's the way I feel about something. I genuinely feel that she has like a drawing power or something, like she's got. I've heard this about people that may have like some kind of ability in that realm, and that movies will kind of portray this, but I think there's a level of truth with it, going by what I've experienced with my mom.
Yeah. Well, that's really interesting. Yeah. I've never had any kind of experience like that, but I kind of don't want to have an experience like that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
like I said, if in the house, for example, if some of that later stuff had happened to me right away, it would have probably scared the piss out of me, you know. But you know, like I said, it's really strange. It's probably like unbelievable to some people to sit there and think, you know, you're conditioned to it or whatever. But you know, I mean, we all three of us, and my stepdad, I don't think, you know, he had really experienced something like that before. But we never, you know, it was never a bad thing. We never felt threatened. We never really felt scared about any of it. It was really interesting. So
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to. I would much rather watch a movie about it or talk to somebody like you that's experienced it than experience it for myself. But I know there's other people out there during that live stream. There were a lot of people in the chat that were, you know, saying that they'd had encounters and, you know, that they couldn't explain, that things had happened that they couldn't explain, and so I don't know. It's yeah. I mean, it's pretty interesting. It's yeah. I mean, if my name was written on a wall.
Yeah, but see,
you know,
I know that sounds scary, but
or like the little stuffed cat. It's like
yeah,
I
that
open the
stuff
door in the
sounds
morning.
like. But that's what I'm saying. Like that didn't happen right away. That's the key thing. Is like, you know, it was like I mean, I'm talking before that happened. We were probably living in that house for 2 years. You know, so it was a slow, methodical build up, I would say, to that point.
Right.
I mean, it's the time was really put in to going slow. If you're talking about some other spirit or force or whatever it is that was doing this, and it was something, you know, I can't explain what it was, and you know, I don't know, you know, I only saw what I saw, you know, and I've only, you know, prior to that and seeing the things that I've experienced with my mom and watching her and stuff. I mean, it's just, you know, I don't know. I can't explain why some people can. I mean, I don't think it's very many people, but I can't explain why some people can know things about people they couldn't possibly know. You know,
Right.
that's beyond most people's comprehension or belief. But you know, when you see it happen, you know, and it's funny. It's really what's really interesting is I was telling you, like, no matter what happens, some people won't believe it. But it's funny because I've seen people. My mom. This was years and years ago when I was young. But I remember her trying to tell somebody something, and it was like I knew it was all true, and the person just wasn't having it, was not having it. I mean, no matter what she was saying, no matter how true, you know, she wasn't having it, or excuse me, the guy wasn't having it rather. And it was real interesting to watch that play out. To watch that guy like basically deny everything she was saying. It was that told me something about human behavior that, you know, I think I'm always learning something about human behavior, but that was one of those instances where I was like, my goodness, like how is he denying this? Like, it's, you know,
it's difficult. I can imagine it would be difficult to process, you know.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I appreciate you jumping on here and sharing that story. It's yeah, I do appreciate it. Give us plug your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel has nothing to do with this. But yeah, my channel is all about movies, different kinds. I have horror, but I have all kind of other movies on there too. I do retrospectives where I just kind of do not necessarily a review, but just looking back at various movies and sometimes through nostalgic lens or just appreciation or thoughts, whatever. But yeah, that's what it is. So
let me pull it up here and I'll put it.
If you're a horror nerd, you know, you'll probably be disappointed because I don't do horror related stuff all the time. Or
I'm putting the link in the chat here. This is Jan Man's YouTube channel. Go over and if you've not subscribed to him already, show him some love. But yeah, hey man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for jumping on and sharing your story. It was really cool. And JPJ says that was great. Coop Schneider says that was really wonderful. Thanks. So yeah. All right, Jan Man, appreciate it, brother. Have a good night and a happy Easter.
Yes, sir. Next time, let's talk about something else, though.
Okay, man. Hey, take care, dude. Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Geez, we got a little supernatural stories of the supernatural there. Little extra. Man. Is anybody watching ever had a supernatural experience? Let me know in the chat. Let's watch the new Spiral trailer. I've actually, let's see, here we go. Okay, it came out 4 days ago. Let me pull it up here, get it ready to go. Let me turn the light on here too, because I'm scared. I've got the willies now. Oh, that's better. All right, so let's watch the Spiral from the Book of Saw trailer. Who's excited for Spiral out there? All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Samuel Jackson is in some trouble. That looks good. That looks good. That looks far more Seven than like a Saw movie. Yeah, I'm down for that. That looks pretty good. And that's coming out, what did it say, May? Is it May 14th or something like that? May 14th, yes. Cool. So next month, we got Spiral coming out next month and the Mortal Kombat movie coming out next month. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. Although whenever I hear Chris Rock raise his voice, I don't know. I like expect him to be to deliver like I don't know, some stand-up or something. I'm so used to seeing him in like comedies and stuff. But yeah, it looks good. I am certainly interested. Let's see. I have, when I was about 9 or 10, I caught a glimpse of legs running up the stairs. No sound at all. Ooh, Sting of the Scorpion. That's pretty creepy. Nico, you're more curious than excited for Spiral. I understand. More psychological thriller than Gorefest. Exactly. That's what I'm interested in. More psychological horror than Gorefest. Although there's probably going to be some gore in that. If I was a betting man, I would bet that there's probably going to be some gore in that also. Looks like a good watch. I agree. I had a couple things happen. Oh, Drum Smash, you've had some paranormal experiences. Okay. I'll share them if you don't mind. Piz, do you know the guys at We Watched a Movie or ever considered having them on? I don't know them personally or anything like that. But yeah, I'd like to have them on. That'd be cool. I think it'd be cool to have them on, or to go on their channel for a stream or something. I'd be open for that for sure. It said it may come out in May. I was 14 the first Saw blew my mind. Helped me make the horror fan I've become. I liked the first Saw movie too. I just wasn't a big fan of many of the sequels. And I've actually not seen all of the sequels. So yes, Nico, I've been planning on doing a new Unsolved Mystery stream for I don't know how long. I've actually got both of the mysteries already planned. I just need to plan how I'm going to do it and just do it, pretty much. So yeah, I've had the idea for the new Unsolved Mystery stream for a while. I just haven't gotten around to actually doing it. So Halloween Kills is supposed to be coming out this year regardless. So that's what I think Bloom said. It's coming out regardless. So I hope so. Jeffrey, you never got your disc replacement for the Friday the 13th set? You need to email Scream Factory and let them know. Was it, did you get an email that had been mailed out, or what's the deal? My mother thinks her house is haunted. It's the house she grew up in, though, so she thinks it's my grandfather getting mad at her for moving stuff around. Heard my mother call my name twice, as clear as day, and she wasn't even home. Ooh, that's creepy, Aaron. That's creepy. That is creepy. When's the last time I played Friday the 13th, the PC game? Oh gosh, I've not played it on a long time. I only played it on PC a couple of times. I think I only played the beta on PC. Most of the time when I played that game, the vast majority of the time I was playing that game, I was playing on PS4. But I've not played Friday the 13th the game in a very, very long time. Hello, Ariana. How are you? It said it shipped months ago and never showed up. I don't know. I'd maybe shoot Scream Factory an email and just let them know. Hey, Jason, happy birthday, man. Hope you had a good one today. My night's going good so far. Fun way to end my birthday. Did you do anything fun for your birthday, man? I do not have a PS5. It's interesting that the Friday the 13th box set is still available everywhere. and not at less than list at Amazon? I don't know. That's a good question. I figured by now it would be long sold out. So I don't know. I mean, everybody I mean, when that thing was first announced, it was people were picking that thing up like crazy. So I mean, I don't know. And I think it was only limited. It was limited to the best of my knowledge. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, it's hung with a couple buddies last night, watched some cheesy movies today. Final Four watching, got the Breakdown Blue for B-Day present. Ah, cool. That's very cool, Jason. You've got the imprint Breakdown Blu-ray. Very cool. No, Matt, I've actually not had a chance to watch Massacre at Central High a second time. But love that movie. Great movie. I was away one weekend, and when I got home that Monday, my roommate asked why I was laughing so loud in the bedroom at 5 a.m. I told her that I was at my girlfriend's place, and she turned white. That is weird. That is weird. About a week later, at around 5, I was woken up by my door being opened and slammed. Ooh, that's creepy. Do you think they put these limited numbers on collector sets to pressure people into buying them, but in reality, they have way more than what they say they have? I mean, that's a possibility. That's a possibility because some of these, I know there's been releases in the past where like a company will say, this is limited to 5,000 or 10,000, and they start to sell really well. And then they go, well, there's actually 20,000. Or they go, we've increased the run to 20,000, or they're like, oh, we miscalculated. There's actually 20,000 instead of 10,000. So I don't know. That's, that's a possibility. I'm going to make a quick bathroom break. I will be right back momentarily. All right. I am back. Well, I don't know. I think that could be an issue with it. People not wanting to buy the Friday the 13th set now because they know that there's defective discs. But I don't know if the disc replacement program was only a limited time thing or what, but or I mean at some point, I don't know. That could definitely be an issue why people aren't buying it now, at least. Me and my brother were in the basement working, and we both heard someone open the front door and footsteps from the door and stop at the basement steps. No one was there even looked outside. That's pretty creepy. That's pretty creepy, Aaron. Are there any non-horror Blu-rays you've picked up recently? Yes, Total Meltdown. I got the Viavision imprint Blu-ray for At Close Range. Not had a chance to watch it yet, but great movie from the 80s. Love this movie. Code Red is notorious for that, for saying a release is limited and then raising the number. It's been a long time no stream for me, Piz, and this was a good one. Nice bringing Jan Man in here, and I will see you. Okay, Coop, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Have a great one. See, Carta Derdinchen, I was more freaked out by Unsolved Mysteries as a kid, too. Unsolved Mysteries, just, yeah. That one still, creeps me out, man. I've actually got a Code Red DVD on the way. I bought the let's see, not a Code Red DVD, it's a Blu-ray. I think it was a Code Red release. It's the new one for The Forest. Let's see, where's that one? It's coming Monday. That's a Code Red, right? Yep, that's a Code Red. Yeah. Picked that up off Amazon. So I've not seen The Forest in a long, long time, but I was like, I don't remember liking it very much, but I was like, let's get the Blu-ray and we'll revisit it. And Code Red stuff also goes out of print really quickly too, it seems like. Rad was limited to 12K, gone in a couple days. Yeah. So the Friday set they said was 13K and it's still selling. Well, people ate up that Rad release, man, like there was no tomorrow. That showed you, the demand for Rad. Any new figures you've picked up or have coming? Hold on. I did get this recently. The Teen Wolf figure. And this is a really cool one. I love Teen Wolf, and when I saw this was for sale, I just couldn't say no. So, love me some Teen Wolf. Piz, was The Conjuring a true story? I think so. I don't know. Not 100% sure. Piz, the Peeps Pepsi you have to enter a contest to win limited to 35. Oh, that's right, Aaron. Yep. That's right. I forgot about that. Yes. The Peeps flavored Pepsi. That would be a fun one to do a review video with Jeremy, but probably not going to win one of those. You were more impacted by cursing in horror movies than gore. Really, Mike? Okay. Yes, Clown. I have seen Killer Clown from Outer Space. You did a double dip today and finally ordered the Arrow Creepshow Blue. Okay. And the old Divimax DVD was solid. Why I held off for so long? if I recall correctly, that Arrow Creepshow 2 Blue is pretty solid. So that's a pretty good release. I've not seen Day of the Beast, Kevin. The Haunted 1991 is the better version of The Conjuring based on a reported event. That movie needs a remastered Blu-ray bad. The Red Room, you just picked up the new Day of the Beast Blu-ray from Severin. Oh, cool. I've actually never seen that movie. Nitsow, do demons appear on Earth today? I don't know. That I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, I want to do one of these dumb try not to laugh challenges. Here's one on YouTube that has 5 million views. And it says 0% win. So according to this, I have a 0% chance of not laughing while watching this video. Aaron Jeremy's birthday is in June. June 4th is his birthday. All right, so let's see if I cannot. Again, it's according to this video, I have a 0% possibility of not laughing. So, let's see. All right, here we go. 0% win. Try not to laugh. Here we go. All right. Ah, that wasn't funny at all. That wasn't funny. No. He still gutterballed it. Not funny though. Whoa. Is that a gator or a crocodile? I don't know. Yeah. It's a frog. Oh my God. So the frog looked at that and died? That's not funny. That's not funny. It's not funny. God. That's none of these have even been remotely funny. Oh. All right. All right. So this. All right. Let's rewatch this one. It very much smells of death, Nico. There's not been anything here even remotely funny. Not even remotely funny. And what's the like to dislike ratio on this video? 85,000 likes to only 9,000 dislikes. Wow. That wasn't funny. Are they trying to make these? Are they trying to make these as? I mean, are they? It seems like they're trying to make these not funny. They're really going out of their way to make these not funny.
I will call no. I guess I have to do it myself. I know it's not coronavirus.
All right. This is horrible. That's absolutely horrible. That wasn't funny at all. None of that was funny. Okay. I mean, whatever. I guess humor is subjective, right? Comedy is subjective. Do you like movies set in the early 80s New York City before it was cleaned up? If so, look into one called Wolf. Oh, I've seen Wolfen. Matt, and I do love movies set in New York around that time. Yes, Red Room. They were very not funny. Am I planning on attending the Living Dead weekend in July? No, no. I mean, I hadn't really planned to. Let's see who's going to be there. I was going to go to the one last year, but of course, that didn't happen. So let's see, Monroeville. Let's see what's going on here in Monroeville this year. This looks like it's pretty much going to be the same show as last year. They've got a lot of the Return of the Living Dead folks, including Miguel Nunez. I'd love to meet Miguel Nunez, of course. Clu Gallagher is going to be there. I love Clu Gallagher. I've never met Tom Matthews. A lot of folks from Day of the Dead. I love Day of the Dead. A bunch of people from Dawn of the Dead. Well, none of the main folks from Dawn of the Dead announced yet, though. But a lot of folks from Day. A lot of the main cast from Day, actually. Lori Cardille, Jarlath Conroy, Terry Alexander, Howard Sherman, John Amplis. You got Savini in there, Anthony DeLeo, Tasso, Michael Gornick. So, looks like a cool show. I'd planned on going. I think I'd already booked the hotel for the one for last year, and of course this was, before the bad stuff. Yeah, Red Room. I actually did a review of Godzilla vs. Kong. It came out today. So that review is on my channel. Fox Racing, hello. Scary Jerry, I am not on TikTok. Have I warmed up to New York Ripper yet? Not really. No. I've seen New York Ripper a few times. I just, I don't know. Just can't really get into it. We were in here watching TikTok videos while the bastard was killing her. Nico. Favorite modern day slasher. Oh, man. Gosh, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I don't know. I have to think about it. Nothing's really coming to mind. What was the last convention I went to? That's a good question. I'd have to actually let me check my let's see. Let me check my convention section on my channel here. Horror Hound Weekend, Indianapolis 2018. That probably was the last one I went to. Horror Hound Weekend, Indianapolis 2018. Yep. Let's check out that video. Actually, let's check out the footage. Just the footage that I shot around the convention. Put me back in the convention going mood. I have missed conventions. I really have. So here we go. There's Robert Englund. That kid, I got to give that kid credit because he did that about 20 times while I was waiting in line to meet Robert Englund. I'm not joking. It's like every time somebody asked him to do that, he did it. And it was just, oh my God. The first couple of times, hey, it's cool. But, literally, I'm not joking. It's like 20 times. And I mean, Robert Englund and the people who were in this room, my heart goes out to them because they probably heard it 100 times over the course of that weekend. Yikes. All right. And did you see that? That's one thing I absolutely hate about conventions. Like, they had Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patrick and Lou Diamond Phillips, and I forget who else was in that room, but they had them kind of sectioned off into their own room, and like they didn't want you shooting video or taking pictures inside that room. You had to pay extra. If you wanted to take a picture with any of these folks, you had to pay extra for that. So I hate that. I hate that. I've actually been to conventions where staff will say, if we catch you taking pictures or shooting video, we'll take your phone or your camera. Absolutely ridiculous. So like, look at these two here. Look. Hey, no filming. No filming, man. No, man. Cut that filming out, man. Cut that filming out, dude. Cut that film. And God, I hate that. How dare you come to a convention and think you can just, like, take pictures of people or shoot photos, man. But all this makes me miss conventions. I mean, look at how sandwiched in there we all are. Look at that. Look how sandwiched. I mean, it was just a different time, you know. Get all that closeness, you know. Just everybody rubbing shoulders. This does make me miss conventions. Hey, Brian, son of Krypton, how are you doing? Best experience I've had at a convention or meet and greets? I don't know. I've had a lot of great experiences at conventions. I've had a lot more great experiences than I've had negative ones, put it that way. Hey, Kreshiki, how are you? It's Tom Savini. It's Kane Hodder. You got your Friday the 13th collection from Amazon recently, and the discs were corrected. Cool. There was a sticker underneath the box that said R2. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. The Nun. God, that was an awful movie. I agree, Scatterbrain. Hellfest was a really good modern slasher. I agree. I've seen a little bit of the Sleeper Mike. I've not seen the whole thing, though. Did it smell like weed? Every convention smells like weed, man. Well, I shouldn't say every convention. Every hotel where they're having the convention smells like weed. I've not seen The Roost by Ty West. Can we ever trust people again to be that close to them? I think so. I think so. Hey, Turner, what's up? How you doing? Never been to any conventions in Maryland. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Aaron. I'm hoping to make it to New Jersey. What's the one in New Jersey called? Geez, I forget what it's called. New Jersey Horror Con or something like that. I'm hoping to make it to that one this year. Maybe to Scarefest. I don't know. Bad News Cruise right there. Lou Diamond Phillips. He was cool. He was really cool. Adam Marcus. He was really nice. Vincente DeSanti from Never Hack Alone. Amanda Weiss. She was really nice. Join the A Buck a Month. Very cool. That was, I had other photos too from that one, but hey CR, what's up, man? That was the year I did photo ops with Jason Patrick and Kiefer Sutherland. I wasn't a big fan of your next, Gwynplaine. I only saw it once, and I was not a big fan of it. How old was I when I started going to conventions? Let's see. My first convention was 2009. I think my first one was 2009. Maybe pretty sure it was 2009. So I was 29. Yeah, I like the first Power too, Matt. Yeah, it's a fun movie. Really fun movie. Let's see what other convention videos I've got. I'm all convention nostalgic now. Let's see. Horror Hound. Ooh, Horror Hound Columbus 2017. That was a really good one. Let's see what footage I shot of it. This was fun. Oh man. This was a good one. This is probably my favorite convention I ever went to. This was so much fun. Horrorhound Weekend Columbus 2017. This was such a fun. It was like a Friday the 13th Part 5 reunion. So of course I was in heaven there, and I got to meet Eric Freeman for the first time. So I got to meet and hang out with him, and that was super fun. So this was a great convention. This is probably the most fun I've ever had at a convention was this one. Melanie Kinnaman. Wearing my Roy shirt. Got to rock that Roy shirt. Ron Sloan Jr. He was so cool. Ron Sloan holding his head from A New Beginning. And Cara Locatel, Ethel. Come on. And there she is giving me the finger. And there's me with good times. Those were good times. Me hanging out with Junior and Ethel. I was fanboying so much for Junior and Ethel. My girlfriend was with me, and she was taking the pictures and stuff. And she was telling them like, oh, he talks about you all the time. And I was fanboying so much that like Ron, actually, he grabbed me a couple of times because there were people there who didn't have friends to take pictures of them with him. So he was like, hey man, will you take our picture? I was like, hey, sure. And he gave me like an extra signed headshot because I was just fanboying so much. But yeah, and Carol Locatel really up to that point had not done a whole lot of conventions. So Scary Jerry, you were there for Horror Hound Weekend Columbus 2017. Very cool. Violet. I forget the actress's name, but me and Violet doing our thing. There's the lovely Deborah Voorhees. The lovely, lovely Deborah Voorhees. She was super sweet. Tommy Jarvis himself right there. John Shepard. Robert Brian Wilson, Billy, Silent Night, Deadly Night. And of course, the Eric Freeman right there, the legend, the legendary Eric Freeman. Judy Aronson from the final chapter. And Judy Aronson must be a vampire because, I mean, look at her. She's like not aged at all. She's barely aged. Zach Ward from A Christmas Story. Also from Freddy vs. Jason, of course. There's Yano Anaya from A Christmas Story. And Yano and Zach were nice enough to shoot a little video for Jeremy because Jeremy loves A Christmas Story. Robert Russler, the great Robert Russler there from Vamp, from Nightmare 2. He was super cool. Just being Roy. There's me and another Roy. The Prowler. Got photobombed in that one. You spent like $1,000, Scary Jerry? Oh, man. Money goes quick at these conventions, that's for sure. Loving the convention videos. I've never been to one, but it's never too late to start. Never too late to start, Nico. Never too late to start. You'll have to come out here to the East Coast, man. That's where they have all the good conventions. Is there anyone you want to meet, but they don't do conventions? Pamela Springsteen would be mine. Pamela Springsteen would be up there. Yep, that's for sure. Oh, geez. I really wish I could have met Betsy Palmer. I really wish I would have met her. I would have loved to have met Angus Scrimm too, the tall man. There's the Atkins. The Atkins is back there creeping. There he is, the Atkins. I would have loved to have met Toby Hooper. Wes Craven, of course, but you know, they're not around anymore. Yeah, you can get pretty decent deals for movies at conventions. Used to go to Horror Find Weekend in Maryland. They were really awesome. You met Eugene Clark. Got nudged by my friend to tell him about my underwear story. Oh, goodness. He found it hilarious. That's funny. Paula Shepherd, yes, Paula Shepherd would be one. She'd be cool to meet. I'd also like to meet Pamela Ludwig from Rush Week and Pale Blood. You paid $50 to have a beer with the Atkins and you don't even drink, Nico? That's cool. How was that experience, by the way? Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I would have loved to have met Donald Pleasance, too. Oh, that would have been so awesome. Oh, also Bob Clark. I'd love to have met. There's Lita from WWE. She's looking completely bored. I would have loved to have met Bob Clark, of course. Crispin Glover. Yeah, I'd love to meet Crispin Glover. Pretty big line there for Mick Foley. You've never been to a con, Robert? They're fun. And again, I mean, just look at all those people sandwiched in there together. It was much simpler times. Much simpler times. Crispin Glover seems like he'd be a fun person to meet. Yeah, yeah. He's done conventions and stuff in the past, just nothing near me. And this is about over. Let's see if I've got any other good convention videos. Here's Scarefest 2016. Let's see. Let me pull it up here. Did I not do a lot of... I didn't do a lot. I didn't do any walking around footage at that one, apparently. But let's see. Let's take a look at the pictures. All right, here we go. Hey, Phantasm881, thank you for the 100 peso super chat, man. That's very kind of you, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. How's it going, man? How are you doing? Never. Oh, gosh, I would have loved to have met Bill Paxton, too. I'd love to have met Bill Paxton. Always so sad when I'm watching a Bill Paxton movie and he pops on the screen. It's like, oh, God. You know, we lost a legend. But thank you, Phantasm81, man. I appreciate it. All right, here is Scarefest 2016. Here's Malcolm McDowell, what's your name? Justin. Justice? No, Justin. Justice? Justin. Justin. And then he goes, oh, okay. And then he signed it to Justice anyway. So. Kevin Nash. Steve Dash. Steve Dash, who is no longer with us. Oh, man. Amy Steele. She was really nice. She's always so sweet. Adrian King. Super, super nice lady. Sean Cunningham. Yes. Sean Cunningham. Notice how much shorter he is than me. He actually pulled out like a box or something that he stood on. So as short as he is there compared to me, if he hadn't stood on this box, he'd be he'd be even tinier. But yeah, there's Sean Cunningham. Oh, she was so sweet. She was really nice. She was super nice. Beck was Kim Beck. There's Lar Park Lincoln. She was sweet. And there's Jason killing me on the dock. There's a couple of folks I met there, fans of the channel. That was a fun show. That was a fun one. Yeah, much simpler times and only a couple of years ago. Hey, Canadian Crypt, how's it going, man? I'm doing good. Had a fun stream tonight. I remember Days of the Dead and Horror Hound. It was cool. I met Robert Englund for the first time. Yeah, Robert Englund was nice. He let me see if I can find that video he shot for Jeremy. Oh goodness, let me see if I can find that one. He was really nice. I said keep in mind he had a packed, waiting for him was like 2 hours. And I said he had a big line behind him, and I was like, hey, we just shoot a very, very brief video for Jeremy. My brother Jeremy, he's a huge fan of yours. He has autism. He couldn't make it to the show, but he's a huge fan. And his favorite Freddy quote is, okay, here we go. This is Jeremy reacting to Robert Englund's message. Hey, Fox Racing Guy 01 #1. Thank you for the $10 super chat, man. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. Yeah, I've met, let's see, who all have I met from the Sausage Factory and or Region Free? I met Barry, B. Jr. I met James, DVD Collector 1984. I've met Jay the Stingray. I've met Lorne. I think that might be it. I actually didn't meet Lorne or Jay the Stingray at a con, though. I was driving through Jay the Stingray's neck of the woods on my way out to Texas, and I messaged him and was like, hey, man, I'm in your neck of the woods. And I met Lorne when I went up to Jersey to go to the Friday the 13th camp for the second time. So here is the video of Jeremy reacting to Robert Englund's message. Hey, what's up, people? Pizowell here with
Jeremy.
How you doing, buddy?
Yes.
Doing all right?
Yes.
All right, good. Yes. Well, as you know, over the weekend, I was at Horror Hound Weekend in Indianapolis. And while I was there, I had a very special horror celebrity, one of your favorites, record a video for you. Can you guess who that is?
Robert Englund.
How'd you know?
Yes.
Are you psychic?
Yes.
Well, I'll just take your word for it. I got get the headset there. All right, put it on. Here, let me help you. You got it?
Got it.
You got it? Are they on there good? All right. All right, Bubba. Here we go. Here it is.
Go. Hi, Jeremy. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Look at Jeremy. What'd you think?
Yes.
Was that cool?
Yes.
What did Robert Englund say?
Hello.
What did Robert Englund say?
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
He sounded like Freddy, didn't he?
Yes.
Here, you want to watch it again? Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again.
Go. Hi, Jeremy. Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Cool, huh? That was pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool. What do you want to say to Robert England?
Good.
You want to say thank you?
Thank you.
Look in the camera and say thank you, Robert England.
Thank you, Robert England.
Yeah, that was nice of him, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was really cool. What do you think about that?
Cool.
Think it was cool? Okay. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Well, I'm glad you like it, Bubba.
I like it.
All right. Well, say goodbye to everybody out there.
Goodbye, everybody.
Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Say we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Peace.
Peace. That was cool. I've met Uncle Bill and Wes at a couple of different conventions. I've met them both. Mike, I hope that story's not true. I certainly hope that story's not true. Because I love this video. It always makes my wife and I smile. Thanks you for sharing it again. Oh, well, thank you, Dan. But yeah, that's a fun one. Let's see. What else have I got here? I've got some other ones here. Let's see. Frat Nights. No, Mad Monster Party 2015. Mad Monster Party 2014. I miss conventions. That was great. Thank you. Yeah, Jeremy. Goodness gracious. Good stuff. Have y'all got any plans for Easter tomorrow? Well, today it's 12:35 a.m. It's officially Easter. Happy Easter. Well, if you're on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, you've still got a couple of hours. But happy Easter. Any Italian stars? Well, I met Steve Dash. He was Italian, right? Have you ever been to Minnesota? Nope, never been to Minnesota. Night Killer, classic line. I don't think I've seen Night Killer, Mike. Good times, but went broke, though. That happens, Johnny. That happens at a convention for sure. Money flows fast when you're at a convention. That's for sure. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I've been to South Carolina. Wherever. No, I think that was in North Carolina, where they had Mad Monster Party those years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's North Carolina. Let's see. Pretty sure it was in North Carolina. Yep, North Carolina. So I've been to two different Mad Monster parties. They were both really good. Yes, Mike, I do like Killer Party. I was talking about Killer Party a little earlier in the stream, as a matter of fact, and how it needs a Blu-ray. No, the guy who made Pieces has passed away. JP Simon, aka Juan. Well, his name was Juan Piquer Simone, but he was also known as JP Simon. No, he passed away, unfortunately. No real plans for Easter, Dan. Yeah, Jeremy likes some Easter candy. He likes the egg-shaped Reese cups, but he loves Reese cups in general, so I always get those around Easter. I think that's probably his favorite as far as Easter candy is concerned. I like those Cadbury eggs, but I don't recall even seeing a Cadbury egg anywhere. Should have got some. I should have sought them out, but I like the Cadbury eggs. The jelly beans are good. Actually, I've got some Jelly Belly jelly beans right here, as a matter of fact. So they're not like Easter flavored or anything, Easter specific or anything, but like the speckled Easter jelly beans you can get. Those are always really good. Who's your go-to angel? Donna Wilkes, Betsy Russell, or Mitzi Capture? America wants to know. Good question, Nico. I'm going to say Donna Wilkes. Donna Wilkes is my go-to angel. No, JS, I'm not in on that one. Saw franchise box set limited to $2,500, $200 now. I'm not in on that one, man. Killer Party does have a Blu-ray, but it says it was a horror pack exclusive. Oh, really? Huh. It needs a real Blu-ray with like a really nice new transfer or restoration, some extras, commentaries. That's what it needs. I got my wife some Cadbury eggs. Those are her favorite, and mine are the Reese's too, like Jeremy. Jeremy is the man. Love that Bubba. He's pretty cool. He is pretty cool. Yes, I have seen Werner Herzog's Nosferatu. It's been a while, but yeah, I've seen it. I don't like Peeps. Peeps are nasty. I was telling this story earlier too. I got some birthday cake flavored Peeps that I was going to throw in during our mango Pepsi review, thinking Jeremy would just completely reject those. And I didn't even put them in the kitchen. I just set them on a table. And a couple of days later, they were gone. And I was like, Jeremy, did you get the Peeps? And he goes, no, in his very, guilty kind of way. And I looked in the garbage can, and the wrapper was in the garbage can. He'd eaten all of these Peeps. Now, it was a small pack, but he ate every one of them. And I was shocked because I thought he would completely turn his nose up at those Peeps. But especially with them being birthday cake flavored and anything related to cake, but he ate them. He ate the whole freaking pack, man. Blew me away. I agree, Nico. Yes, I agree. Slip covers are good. People who destroy them are bad. Yes, I agree. 100%. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, we were talking about DMX a little earlier, Danny. Yeah, he's still on life support. So hopefully he'll pull through. Don't remember a movie called Happy Holidays, Mike. When you can get good fresh circus peanuts, they're pretty good, Kevin. I've not had any circus peanuts in a long time, but there was a brand, I forget what brand it's called. You could get them at like the Dollar Tree. I used to run up into the Dollar Tree all the time and snag me a bunch. And they were always nice and fresh. They were very tasty. But I've not had a Circus Peanut in a long time. A Final Terror convention in my hometown, I wouldn't go to it. I'm not a Final Terror fan. Well, if Daryl Hannah was there, I'd go to meet Daryl Hannah. Was she in that? She's in that for a little bit, as I recall. Yeah. I like cashews too, Robert. I do like cashews too. Yeah, Jeremy's guilty no is he does not have a good poker face. It's like, no, that means yes. It's like, Jeremy, did you drink all of this Pepsi? No. Yeah, he did. Jeremy, did you eat all the leftover pizza? No. That means yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'd gotten some bananas. I forget how many I got. At least like 5, 6 bananas. And Jeremy ate them all in one sitting. Like literally, as soon as I put them on the island in the kitchen. And I went away for not very long. And I came back to the kitchen and all of these, the bananas were all gone. And there was just a stack of peels in the garbage can. He stood and ate every single banana. All right, good night, Mike. Take care, man. I said, Jeremy, did you eat every one of these bananas? No. Yeah. So he swallowed like literally, it had to be like, it was a lot of bananas. He ate every freaking one of them. I remember one time when he was a little kid. He loves bananas. He was a little kid and we'd gone grocery shopping. And I guess he was so desperate for a banana, he couldn't get the peel off of it. So he just started eating it. He took a big bite out of the peel. Now he spit it out, but I was like, bro, are you that desperate for a banana? Here, just, and I peeled it and gave it to him, but he was like so desperate for a banana. He was trying to eat it with the peel and all. Oh God. You saying poker face, watch the clip of Walken reading Poker Face. Christopher Walken reading Poker Face. Okay. Watch Christopher Walken reading Poker Face. Is he reading the lyrics to like the, yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Hold on. Christopher Walken performs Lady Gaga's Poker Face. This should be a good one. Oh, ooh. Poker Face. I remember you saying it took a lot of convincing to get Jeremy to a theater. Ever think you'd get him to a convention? He would go. It would have to be the right convention. It would have to be like, it'd have to be one here in Kentucky. I think Scarefest would probably be the perfect one for him because of how big that venue is and of how well they kind of spread it out. I would love for him to meet like Brad Dourif and Robert Englund, because I mean he would just be like, I don't know what he would do in the presence of like Robert Englund and Brad Dourif or like a Tony Todd, for instance. Actually, there's one convention, I forget which one it is, Tony Todd's doing in costume Candyman photo shoots. And I was just thinking, God, Jeremy would love that. So having a movie night tomorrow with a couple of friends. I've decided on Moon in Scorpio. I've never seen Moon in Scorpio, Captain. Jeremy's got a good, yeah, he does have a good metabolism. There's no doubt about that. Although he's, he's pretty, he's got a good metabolism. But he doesn't stop. He's a mover and a shaker all day pretty much. So I mean, I don't have much experience with 88 Films Total Meltdown. I've only got 2 of their Blu-rays in my collection. No, Jeremy did not like that Chucky doll. You are right. Hey, Blair, what's up? Love your channel, Piz. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Or madam. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, Crash Key, good night. Thanks for hanging out. Who's the coolest horror celebrity you've met? Least coolest. Ooh. I've met a lot of cool ones. My vote would have to go for Eric Freeman, though. The coolest celebrity the coolest horror celebrity I've met. Have to be Eric Freeman. Least coolest, I've met Corey Feldman twice, and the second time I met him, he was not very cool. And unfortunately, I'd have to throw Tom Savini in that camp also. I know some people have had really great encounters with him at conventions, but most are like me, and they kind of don't. He just kind of comes off as very cold and very not very personable. And then, of course, there was the matter of him trying to, embezzle $80 from me. But I won't rehash that story. Favorite Christopher Walken film? Probably The Prophecy. I love The Prophecy. I've not heard I've not heard very much about the new Chucky TV series. I know Fiona Dorff is going to be a part of it. Devon Sawa is going to be in it. That's about all I know. And I don't know, Jeremy and I'll probably give it a shot. Tony will be in costume next weekend in Chicago. That's right. It was a Chicago show. That's right. Yeah. What is your greatest annoyance that other YouTubers do or something they do that frustrates you? Oh man. I mentioned this on, I think it was the last episode of Region Free. Maybe it was the episode before the last episode of Region Free. I don't recall. But we were talking about videos where, like, people, the video is like, such and such a movie, ending explained. And so often than not, it's like for a movie that requires no explanation of the ending. But it's very clickbaity. And of course, when you pose it that way, like, ending explained, that makes it seem like there's more to it than there really is. Or, there's some hidden depths there that maybe you didn't quite pick up the first time you watched Encino Man. So now you need to have this guy explain to you the ending of Encino Man and the depths that ending, that are in that ending. You know what I mean? Um, let's look at let's look at a couple of these. Ending explained. All right. I'm not going to show any of these. Sun ending explained. There's not too much to explain about the ending of that movie. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any other interesting ones. There's a lot of them. Heredity ending explained. Antrim explained. 13 Ghosts ending explained. Do you really need the ending of 13 Ghosts explained? Host from last year ending explained. That's another one. We do not need an explanation of that movie. Hell House LLC ending explained. I love Hell House LLC, but that ending does not need to be explained to you. A portal opened to hell and sucked a bunch of people into it. There you go. Annabelle Creation ending explained. Really? Really? Annabelle Creation. Okay. Let's see. Let's find some other ones here. A lot of people wanting to explain WandaVision. Paranormal Activity explained. Does that movie seemed pretty straightforward. The Witch ending explained. That one was extremely straightforward. Friend Request ending explained. Yeah, these are Slender Man ending explained. Slender Man. Slender Man ending explained. Okay. And these videos get millions of views. Millions of views. I mean, more power to them. Those kind of video creators, they've caught on to some sort of niche, and I mean, they're prospering from it big time. So, I mean, hey, good for him, or good for them, I should say. What time does Jeremy eat dinner? He doesn't really have a set dinner time, to be honest. He doesn't really have a set dinner time. He only has really he has a set time where he watches his shows, a set time where he takes his evening medicine, and then he's in bed by 8. Peter Bark is still alive, Matt. Yes. He is still with us, indeed. I've never met Bruce Campbell. Never met Bruce Campbell. Christopher Walken is in the chat right now. Mr. Walken, we love your work. We love your work, sir. Oh, goodness gracious. Sure, True Romance counts. Walken is that sequence between Walken and Dennis Hopper is just fan freaking tastic, man. Fan freaking tastic. Please elaborate on the Tom Savini embezzlement. Embezzlement may not be the right word. I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again. So I've met Tom Savini at least a couple of times, and the last time I met him, his price was $20. So I handed him $100 bill, and I was talking to his friend who was at his table with him. I don't know if it was his manager or what, just a guy who was sitting at the table with him. He asked me a question, and I was talking to the guy when I handed Savini the money. And Savini looked at it and put it under the table. He looked at the $100 bill, put it under the table, and then looked at me. Like, so I finished my conversation with this dude, and then I turned and I looked at Savini. I exchanged the same kind of look that he was giving me, you know, like, and he goes, "What?" And I go, "My change." He goes, "What?" And he reaches under the table and pulls out the $100 bill, like, and he goes, "Oh, I thought this was a 20. I'm so used to 20s." And, you know, so then he gave me my change. So maybe he didn't look at it that closely, or maybe he thought I was spending too much time at his table, and that he'd earned the $100. I don't know, but yeah. Oh, and by the way, I hope Tom has a speedy recovery. He was involved in, was it a motorcycle accident, or he was riding a bicycle and he got hit by a car? So do wish him a speedy recovery. And I mean, I still, you know, I mean, his work speaks for itself, but not the nicest fella to meet at a convention. And just, I've only ever heard 2 people say that they had a positive experience with him. Everybody else's experiences, every other experience I've heard has been pretty similar to my own. So nothing against the guy personally or anything. I still love his work, but, you know, Greg Nicotero was the nicest I've ever met, and Adrienne Barbeau too. Oh, I'd love to meet Adrienne Barbeau. Would really love to meet her. Only ending I ever need explained to me was Nick Cage's Wicker Man. Yes, I did meet Richard Brooker. Yeah, I met Richard Brooker at a convention very shortly before he passed away, actually. He signed a hockey mask for me. Or he signed a hockey mask for me. It wasn't, I think that was either his last convention or next to last convention. You just watched The Burning for the first time and loved it. Oh, very cool, Junior. Yes, I love The Burning. One of my favorite 80s slashers. Magnum Force ending explained. Dirty Harry killed all the bad guys, period. Yeah. That'd be like explaining Death Wish 3. You know, explaining the ending of Death Wish 3. Bronson killed everybody. It'd be a 2-second video. Hello, welcome to such and such channel. Today we're going to talk about, I'm going to explain the ending of Death Wish 3 to you. He killed everybody. The end. Be sure to like the video and subscribe and ring the bell. And wasn't Costanza? Oh, you mean, yeah. Yeah. Gosh, what's his name from Seinfeld? I can't think of his name, but yeah, he was in The Burning. I like the Pumpkinhead movies more than I like the Leprechaun movies. Horror. The Guest is awesome, Owen. Yes, I love The Guest. I've met Bruce Campbell, but it was quick, really quick, about 5 minutes. Yeah, his stuff, every show that I've been to that he's been there, his stuff sells out really quick. As far as like the photo ops and the autograph stuff, that it goes really quick. I have met Ted White. Yes, Matt. Ted White is huge too. Huge. He's a big freaking guy. I've met some of the other people who played Jason and he is without doubt the biggest. And keep in mind too, he was up there in age when I met him, but he was still, I mean, geez, he's at least got to be like 6'4", 6'5", maybe taller, and big broad guy. So I mean, you don't really kind of see that in Friday 4, but big freaking dude. I've never met CJ Graham. He's one of the I've met Ari Lehman. I met Steve Dash. I met Richard Brooker. I met Ted White. I met Kane Hodder, of course. And that's it. Those are all the Jasons I've met. Oh, goodness, Jan, man, you're going to get me tossed off the internet. Talking about Gina Carano. Yeah, JS Street Trash is good. Yeah, I've met Danielle Harris. She was nice. It was funny. She was at the very first convention I went to, and when I was at her table, I'm not sure there was somebody walking around the convention handing the celebrities envelopes. And I was at Danielle Harris's table right at the time the person handed the letter to her. And they didn't say anything. They just handed a letter and they walked away. And Danielle opened it up and she was like, "What is this?" And it looked like an official letter, but basically it was saying, "You owe the state of Kentucky X amount for taxes, and write us a check and send it to this address." So nice little scam somebody was trying to run there. I wonder if anybody actually sent him a check. It was so funny because Daniela was like, "Yeah, I'm really going to write a check to somebody I don't even know." She like threw the letter and like, it's kind of funny. She was like, "Oh yeah." Hey, and I like the new Saw trailer. I did an actual trailer reaction to it earlier in the stream. And yeah, I think it looks good. I'm excited for it. I did meet Romero, Aaron. Yes, I got to meet Romero. He signed my Dawn of the Dead poster. You can see it right there. You can see Romero sticking out there, his name. Yeah, I'm a Franken and Lauder fan. Yep, I like Basket Case and I like Frankenhooker. I like them both. I'm a legendary man. Thank you. A man's man. That's right. A man's man. You got to meet Reggie Bannister several years ago. Incredibly friendly and funny. Yeah, I got to meet Reggie. I got to meet Reggie a few years ago too. Yeah, he was very cool. I've not seen Promising Young Woman, Dan. Freezing Point Studios. How's it going? How are you? A good horror movie to watch on a new 65-inch TV. Ooh. I would say either Argento's Suspiria or Deep Red. I have met Lance Henriksen, Johnny. Yeah, he was very nice. Lance was cool. If you're enjoying the stream and you've not left a like on it, please do so. I would appreciate it. Yeah, I heard about that, Robert. Yeah, Daniel Harris is going to be on the Connors. Yeah, I heard about that. So there you go, Josh. There's a couple of good recommendations to break in your 65-inch television. The movie Stone Cold with Lance Henriksen. I don't. Is that the one with what's his name? The former NFL player. I forget his name. I've never met Stallone. I think he's done at least one convention, if I recall correctly, and his prices were pretty astronomical. The Boz, Brian Bosworth. Yes, that's it. The Boz. Your collection of memorabilia is awesome. How long have you been putting it together? Oh, thank you, JT. I appreciate that. Gosh, I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I've lived in this house for geez, how long have I lived in this house? $10 years at least. So I had kind of a collection before I moved into this house, but of course I've got a lot more room now than I had before, so it really expanded once I moved into this house. But I'd been collecting DVDs and Blu-rays for a lot longer than that, and I had a little bit of had a few collectibles, but it really expanded when I moved into this house and got a lot more space. I've never met Corbin Burnson. No, I haven't. Promising Young Woman was good. I don't know if let me look that up. Promising Young Woman 2020 from the Netherlands. It's a feminist revenge thriller that too often backs away from its that's a revenge. That's a review from the New York Times. Let's see. What is Promising Young Woman? A young woman traumatized by a tragic event in her past seeks out vengeance against those who crossed her path. I do enjoy a good revenge flick. I do enjoy a good revenge flick. Carey Mulligan, Bo Burnham, Allison Brie. I'll have to add it to my list. And Carey Mulligan's a good actress. So, cool. I will have to add it to my list. What's something you miss most about rental places going away? Ooh, that's a good question. Probably that they were just kind of a cool place to hang out and socialize. You know? I think that's probably the thing I miss the most, honestly. Okay, coming in on this late. Society of what? Carolina Kiwi Creations. It's just the Joker dialogue from the Snyder Cut. It just popped in my head, and so I made it the title of this stream. We live in a society. That it's not in the Snyder Cut, but it's in the that scene with the Joker is actually there's more of it that you can find on YouTube where he does the "We live in a society." So you just started the DC Swamp Thing series. It's awesome. Oh, very cool. I've actually not seen any of that series with Derek Mears as Swamp Thing. Yes, I do like Meshuggah. Yes, I like Meshuggah. Definitely recommend Promising Young Woman. Cool. I had a pretty solid horror VHS collection too, Mike, and I have no clue what happened to it. No clue what happened to it. I never got to meet John Carl Buechler, Trash Stash. I never got to meet him. But yeah, I do like Meshuggah. There was one Meshuggah song I was listening to. What was it called? It was called Demiure. I used to listen to that one like just about every day for a while. I don't know, the Meshuggah, it like raises your blood pressure. So I mean, you got to be careful with how much with your Meshuggah intake, because it'll definitely raise your blood pressure. But yeah, I do like Meshuggah. Oh yeah, I still play bass. Yeah. Yep, I still play bass. I've been dabbling with the just the regular guitar. Here's some too. Do I like Dave Mustaine? Yeah. Derek Mears kicks ass in it. It's graphic. Cool. Nope, never met Jeffrey Combs. Got to cut an EP with the bass. Okay, you YouTubed Meshuggah. Which one is my favorite song? It's called Demigure or something like that. It's super freaking heavy. Demiurge is what it's called. It's freaking crazy. Demiurge. Really good. Really good. Wish I could play it without worry of the copyright police coming and taking me to jail. Yes, Jeff, I have seen The Night Flyer. I love that movie. I did a review of it a few years ago. That movie needs a Blu-ray for sure. Love The Night Flyer. Never met Wings Hauser. I'd like to. You went to meet Robert Englund once, but he left after 30 minutes. Where were you? Where was this at, Trash Stash? Yes, Carolina. Yes. Jeremy is asleep. I hope B-Movie Mike puts out that synth guitar album with his kid. That'd be great. B-Movie Mike is the man. There's no doubt about that. You all are subscribed to Region Free, right? Because if you're not subscribed to Region Free, let me put that link in the description. Or in the chat, I'm sorry. Please go check out Region Free. All right, here we go. Sorry. Here is the link to Region Free. If you've not subscribed, please do so. I agree. Night Flyer is very underrated. Very, very underrated. I'm going to make I'm going to take a bathroom break. I will be right back momentarily. All right, I'm back. I actually grabbed one of my bases on the way back. Love this thing. This is my, it's my second favorite. It's my second favorite base, but yeah, love it. Love that butterscotch blonde look. Yeah, the blonde with the black pick guard. If only they had block inlays here, it'd be perfect. But yeah, sounds great. Hey Southpaw, what's up? Oh, Dan, thanks. You like the content on Region Free. Thank you very much. There's Dave. Dave's here. It's 1:20 a.m. still live. I love it. Yeah, I know. This is one of the longest streams I've done in a while. You're going on 3.5 hours. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Josh, for subscribing to Region Free. Appreciate that. Just got out of the theater. Godzilla vs. Kong was epic. 9 out of 10. I liked it. If you missed my review of Godzilla vs. Kong, I posted it today. So it's up on my channel. Check it out. Quite a little slobber knocker. Oh, thank you, Carolina. Carolina Kiwi for subscribing to Region Free. We'll have a new show this Thursday. Thursday the 8th, we'll have a new show. Can I play the Peace Cells baseline? No. Yeah, Godzilla versus Kong was definitely more of a Kong movie. That's for sure. But, you know, and I'm 100% Team Godzilla, but Kong was my favorite character in that movie, without a doubt. No doubt about it. Oh, you liked Wrong Turn 2021? I can't agree with you there, Dave. I was not a fan of that. Wasn't a big fan of Wrong Turn, the new Wrong Turn. Rosewood, the Friday the 13th fan film. Yeah. Larpark Lincoln is back. Also, Bad News Cruz is back, even though he was. It must be flashbacks, I guess, because I guess they could have stitched him up. But yeah. Also, there might be some other Part 7 cast members show up in that movie also. I can't say anymore. I bet Godzilla vs. Kong looked really good on the big screen. I watched it. I streamed it here, HBO Max. But yeah, that fight scene in Hong Kong, I bet that looked really good on the big screen. I've not. Jeff Lieberman directed Just Before Dawn. I've not had a chance to meet him. I'm friends with him on Facebook, but I've never met him. Greta Van Fleet. That name sounds familiar. I don't. Who is Greta Van Fleet? You're working on a new Godzilla piece. Oh, what are you into, Carolina Kiwi? Got the Godzilla done and ready to go. Most people compare Meshuggah to Tool. I don't see a comparison there. Meshuggah's way heavier. Maybe as far as like composition is concerned, maybe, but that's it. Yes, I have seen Rent-A-Pal. Fox. Yes. Yeah. That's another. Somebody asked me earlier about recent movies I've seen that I liked. I forgot about Rent-A-Pal. I did mention it on my Facebook and my Twitter though, and recommended it. But it's good. Yes, this is a Reggie the Reckless shirt. You are correct, sir. You are correct, Mr. Chalice. Actually, I'm horrible with names tonight. The actor who played Reggie, you can buy these on his website. I'm friends with him on Facebook, or if I follow him on Facebook. Anyway, he's got his own website. You can buy these off his own website. I wish I could play the Friday the 13th Part 3 baseline. I'd play it a lot. What is the most annoying behavior you see when it comes to commenters on YouTube videos? Not necessarily yours. I've never quite understood the first, like the people who comment first, or even the people who comment second, third, like, they're the first person to leave a comment. I'm the second person to leave a comment. Well, I'm the third person to leave a comment. I've never quite understood that phenomenon. But another little pet peeve of mine, and if anybody here is guilty of that, I'm don't, it's all good. But like when somebody, like I can tell if somebody watched the whole video or if they just, started the video, made a comment, and then split. Or they started the video, they typed out a question, and then they split. Because I can't tell you how many times I've gotten questions and comments of videos that are the question is answered in the video. So that's kind of a dead giveaway. You're not paying attention, or you're tuning in, making a comment, asking a question in the comment section, and then splitting. That happened pretty recently. I don't remember which video, but I was like, I answered that question in the video. So not in a band. No, Shavar Ross. That's right. Yes. Not in a band. I just play for, it's kind of like, the thing with painting hockey masks. It's just kind of, it's just kind of like, it's just, it kind of takes your mind away when you're playing. You're just kind of focused on playing, and that's kind of it. So, I mean, it's just kind of calming, Jeremy's got you drinking the mango Pepsi now, Carolina. I can't understand why people unlike a video without commenting why. And I mean, I don't know. The dislike function on videos is very seldom about the video, but I don't necessarily disagree. I don't agree with YouTube wanting to do away with the dislike video, because sometimes it does come in handy. I mean, like if you're looking for a video tutorial on how to do something on YouTube and you see that video and it's got a lot more dislikes than likes, you can kind of gauge, okay, maybe this isn't the tutorial for me. But yeah, it can just, I think very seldom the thumbs down or the dislike has anything to do with the video. So that's just me though. Hey, Trash Stash, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Yeah, Blair, I just kind of talked about that. But yeah, I mean, if someone would leave constructive criticism is always I mean, welcome, you know. But yeah, I think a lot of the dislike stuff isn't necessarily about, it's not necessarily video specific. That's not to say that I want the dislike button removed, but yeah. I've noticed a few people going on a video watching spree, commenting their thoughts within a couple of minutes of one another, which means they aren't watching the video. Just, yeah. Because you think we will ever know the whole truth with Area 51? No. No, Dave, I've not seen I See You. I've almost watched it a couple of times, but I've just never pulled the trigger. I have heard a number of people say that it was good, though. So I may give it a watch sometime. Wouldn't it be? I think it's better that we don't know what happened at Area 51, because the truth is probably very boring. You know, I think it's some things are just better never to know. You know, like the identity of Jack the Ripper. It's just better that we never find that out. It's better that remains a mystery. My favorite band, if I had to pick just one, it'd probably be Deftones. But I listen to a lot of different music, mostly rock stuff. So, like, let me hold on. Let me pull up my Amazon Music, and I'll tell you the last few things I've been listening to. Now, some of this has been Jeremy requests too, so keep that in mind. But Jeremy and I do listen to a lot of the same stuff. So here's a Jeremy one right at the top of the list. Rooster by Alice in Chains. I love Alice in Chains and I love Rooster. And then we've got 3 songs off of Deftones' White Pony record that I listened to recently. Fatisera, Korea, and Teenager. I listened to Brother Canes and Full Shine On from the Halloween 6 soundtrack. I love that song. Every time I hear that song, it just reminds me of Halloween 6 and makes me think of Donald Pleasance. Here's some more Jeremy. The Smashing Pumpkins, Rocket, Hummer, Mayonnaise. Then we've got Team Sleep. We've got a Filter song, The Best Things, which was on the Crow 3 soundtrack. Stone Temple Pilots, Interstate Love Song. That was a Jeremy request. Deftones Genesis. That's me. Some Pearl Jam. Jeremy loves Pearl Jam's Jeremy. Stone Temple Pilots Big Empty. That's me. I love that song from the Crow soundtrack. Some more Team Sleep songs. Your Skull is Red, Boulevard Nights. Love those 2 songs. Some Deftone stuff off of Around the Fur, Be Quiet and Drive, Ricketts, MX. So that's the last stuff. Oh, I forgot. I listened to Bruce Springsteen's Tunnel of Love recently. So that's on there. And I got the Tangerine Dream, the Keep soundtrack. Listen to all that. So that's my song history from Amazon Music. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? How's things in the UK? You watched Happy Birthday to Me tonight. I like Happy Birthday to Me. Where would you place Lemmy in the rank of bass players? I think he revolutionized it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he didn't play the bass like a bass. He played the bass like a guitar. And I don't think anybody's played the bass like that since, really. There's a lot of, like the Tool, like the guy in Tool, Justin Chancellor. He plays a lot of chords. But no, it's not like Lemmy. Not like Lemmy. Oh, here's let's pull this video up here. If I can, okay, here we go. Here we go. I think this is it. Yep, this is like that. Yeah. Yeah. That's how Lemmy played bass. Like that. Never heard the acoustic version of Brother Kane. No, Rob Zombie. I like a lot of Rob Zombie stuff. Put it that way. You watched Pumpkinhead? I've not watched Pumpkinhead in a long time. All right, Carolina Kiwi, take care. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. All right, Nitzel, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great night, or a great rest of your night. Yeah, I've watched Warlock. I've seen all the Warlock movies. I like Weezer all right. Cinema Fella, howdy. Never been on your stream, so like they say, there's a first time for everything. Well, welcome, sir. Or madam. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I like Ozzy. This is actually one of the longest streams I think I've done, at least in a very long time. We're coming upon 4 hours. So, geez, this has been an epic stream. We've had Jan Man come on and tell us stories of the paranormal. We've reminisced about conventions. It's been an epic little stream. What's the last flick I watched? Toys Are Not for Children. It was a Patreon request, and I've got to let that one process. I don't know if anybody's seen Toys Are Not for Children, but yeah. Some scientists named a species of prehistoric croc after Lemmy a few years ago. Nice. Lemmy succus? A Lemmy succus. Good Lord. That's cool that they named a prehistoric crocodile after Lemmy, but why did they name it Lemmy succus? Jeez. Favorite Danzig tracks? Mother, of course. How the Gods Kill. Can't Speak. There's 3. Piers, are there any TV shows or documentaries you've enjoyed lately? I watched the Netflix mini series thing about the Cecil Hotel. I liked it. That's the only thing that comes to mind. My favorite streams from you are the Dead of Winter late nights in live and the Silent Night, Bloody Night watch-alongs over the years. Yeah, those are fun. Fulci versus Argento. I'd have to go with Argento, but I mean, I love Fulci too. Or I love most of Fulci's stuff, put it that way. Scream Factory needs to release the 2006 Black Christmas remake and Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark definitely needs a Blu-ray. There's no doubt about that. They definitely need that one definitely needs a Blu-ray. Zombie versus Dawn of the Dead. Man, that's a tough one. I love them both, but I'd have to go with Dawn of the Dead. Dave, you just got your Rush Week Blu-ray in. Nice. I love that movie. I think I could put that movie on and just watch it anytime. Am I going to go see The Unholy that just released? No, probably not. That should be the title of the stream right there. There you go. I like the Maniac Cop trilogy, Josh. The first one and the second one are the best. The third one, I don't remember very much about part 3, but it's not as good as the first 2. All right, Jan, man, take care, buddy. Have a great one. Let's do a different topic together some other time. And with the vest, yes, the vest. And in the vest with nothing else on. I can't promise that, but yeah. Have a good night, man. Favorite Joe D'Amato. Oh, geez. He did so much stuff. I'm going to have to look up his... He did so much stuff, man. Joe D'Amato. 197 credits as a director. That's insane. Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know what my favorite one would be of his. He's done so much stuff. And of course, I've not seen everything he's done. I've not seen all 197 of his films. I'm just going to say Anthropophagus. Let's just go with Anthropophagus. You heard Blue Underground's putting out Maniac Cop 2, 3, and 2 and 3 on 4K. That would make sense. Maniac Cop 2 and 3 on 4K. That would make sense. Silent Madness is fun, Dave. It's not, I don't know. It's not great. It's fun, and if you can watch it in 3D, it'll probably be a lot better. Best Carpenter score. Yours is Halloween 3. Ooh, that one's a good one. I might go with Halloween 3 too, actually. Prince of Darkness is good too. Very moody, atmospheric. I'll just say Halloween 3 also. Oh, Beyond Darkness. I forgot about Beyond Darkness, Matt. Yeah, maybe I'll say Beyond Darkness is my favorite Joe D'Amato film. I found an original Halloween poster t-shirt at Walmart today. Ah, very cool, Dan. No, I'm not going to get that figure, John. I got the 1978 Michael Myers figure, the Trick or Treat Studios one. I'm happy with that one. Okay, Josh, you're going to watch Suspiria on your new 4K. You're going to watch Suspiria in 4K on your new 65-inch TV. Very nice. Favorite 1980s ninja movie? Oh, my God. What's the one with Christopher George? Well, no. What's the one where the woman gets possessed by the... It's something... It's part 3. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I know it's part 3. I'd say that's my favorite ninja movie of the 80s. What do I think about Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters? I only saw it once. I saw it when it came out in the theater, and I liked it. Yes, I've seen The Forest, Dave. It's been a long time ago. I've actually got the new Code Red Blu-ray on the way. I know it's not very good, but I decided to pick up the Blu-ray anyway. So I'm going to revisit it soon. If I could get a tattoo, what horror-related theme would I have? I would get the Mark of Thorn on my wrist. That's the only tattoo I would get, the Mark of Thorn. I'd put it on my wrist. Ninja 3 The Domination. Yes, thank you, Nico. I've not seen a John Carpenter Elvis movie with Kurt Russell. Here's a funny story. I started collecting physical media 4 years ago, and about 3 years ago, I was given about 250 to 300 DVDs. And about 100 of them don't have my native language on them. I'm not a tattoos can, yeah, if a tattoo's not done well, it just, to me, it just looks like it doesn't look good. Yeah. And I mean, you've got to go to like a really, if I was going to get a tattoo, I mean, I would do a lot of research into the best artist, you know what I mean? So that you don't come out of there with just some mess. So just get a Sharpie. Yeah. If you change your mind, you just, after a few days, it'll just go away. That's good thinking, Robert. Just get a Sharpie. I've actually not seen In the Mouth of Madness in a few years. I've got the Scream Factory Blu-ray, but hey, Aaron, what's going on? How are you? Any movies that I've been too afraid to watch? No. Do I prefer Phantasm 1 or 2? 2's a lot of fun, but I prefer the first one. We have been going for 3 hours and 58 minutes. This has been an epic stream. I'm going to wrap it up at the 4-hour mark, but I really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. If you've been here since the beginning, you're awesome. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. We covered a lot of topics tonight. So ever seen The Pit? I love The Pit. I love The Pit, Dan. Yeah. I actually did a review of it a few years ago when that new Blu-ray came out. But I love The Pit. Great freaking movie. Let me do some shout outs here. Shout out to Joey for the $5 super chat. Shout out to 80s Horror Fan for the $15 and the $10 super chat. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Nico for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Brandon for the $2 super chat. Shout out to Phantasm81 for the 100 peso super chat. And shout out to Fox Racing Guy 01 number 1 for the $10 super chat. Very kind of all of you. And let's see who is still with me here tonight. Nico says, Piz and Pals, you rescued my toothache-ridden day. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad we were here to help. Toothaches are not fun. Peso, sí. Muchos gracias, Phantasm81. Mi amigo. Aaron is still here. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Phantasm81. Nico, Corey Fickner, Mike, the Real Fifth Beatle, Robert Long, Dan, Dave Vanderhoff, Total Meltdown 2, John Hensley, Cinema Fella, Dave Chalice, Plainview 81, Total Meltdown 2, Aaron Rodriguez, JT Soul, Influence Films, Joshua Kritzer, Ronald Cudd, my buddy Jan Man. And thank you again for joining me tonight, Jan Man. Craig Williams, Matt Cheshire, Let's see. Who else is still here? Joe Farmer. JS, have a good night too, my friend. All right, you guys have a great. There's Jay the Stingray showing up late. Better late than never. What's going on, man? But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Have a great Easter and have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. Stay safe. And until next time, peace.